we go. Okay. So we have at this first part a yoga block or a book. If you have a book, that's fine. And also, we're going to be using some weights today, which I already told you guys. I have light weights, medium weights, and for me, a set of heavy weights. So it's nice to have some options. But for now, we're just going to start waking up the hips, the parts, our little stabilizers in our feet, our ankles, okay? So if you have a book or a yoga block, I'd like for you to make it sort of long ways and then make sure that you are stable on it when you step up onto it with your left foot, okay? So step up. And P.S., if at any time you feel wobbly and it feels scary, of course grab a chair or just turn yourself around, hold onto your kitchen counter or a wall, whatever it is that makes you feel safe, okay? Better to be safe than sorry is what my mom always says. Stacy, better to be safe than sorry. Okay, we're not going to be sorry today. Okay, so I just want the video to see my feet a little bit better, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so standing on your yoga block, left foot is fully supported, right toes are to the ground. So just for a minute, pay attention to what your hips are doing. Very often, the minute someone steps up, they get like these cute hips here, okay? But we're going to try and pick up the right hip, stand firmly into the left foot. And once you've got that feeling, you're probably already feeling the muscles wake up in the left leg. We're going to flex the right foot and then put the toes back down. Flex and point, okay? So this whole little series, I actually sort of was searching. I was having a lot of issues with my left hip, sort of similar to yours, Rebecca. It wasn't waking me up in the middle of the night per se, but it was just constant, chronic, achy pain. Every once in a while I would get like shooting pains. And I sort of deduced by myself, which I always liked. I would rather go to a PT or doctor, but I think I was developing a little bursitis in this hip. And so I thought, well, maybe I should try and strengthen it. So I started teaching this series in all of my classes, and magically, knock on whatever, the whole thing went away. So I always come back to this because I think it's really good for me, for you, for everybody. Point and flex. Let's just do this one more time. And then come all the way down for a moment. And then come back up again, okay? So again, equalize the hips, even them out. And then the right foot is going to flex and hold little circles with the right foot. So from here on out, your arms are up to you. I sort of always gravitate to this, but I actually really do like prayer hands. I think this is nice. Arms out wide, arms somewhere. You can kind of figure out where you need them to be. Let's reverse the direction of the circles. P.S. You're breathing. Lovely deep breaths, right? And one more, and then we'll step down, okay? I'm going to change how I'm standing just so you can see. You do not have to do the same. Next, stand up tall. P.S. I'm always trying to find something to look at. Right leg. Knee up, tap down. Knee up, tap down. Super deep breaths along the way. We'll do 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more time. All the way down. Take a break. Come on back up again. This next time, again, the action is the right leg, but you're going to feel it more in the left. Right leg is going to bend again, except for the knees will stay together. Heel comes back up towards the tush, and then tap back a little bit. I like to flex, point. Stand tall into your left foot, your left leg. Last 4, flex, point. Pull your head back so you're standing nice and tall. Last 2 here, and again, you're finding a flow with your breathing pattern. Find a breathing pattern that just feels good, and you might lose it, but you can always come back to it. 1 more time. Come all the way down. Last little part with this leg. This variation is called don't bend your left knee. Hands to hips, stand tall. Pick up your right foot. Don't bend your left knee. Right hip Uh-oh, I'm a little wobbly today apparently. Comes up and down, up. Okay, so my left leg is straight. Yes, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. If you ever feel like your knee or your hip or your ankle is angry, that can just be because what we're doing is very unstable. So my first suggestion would be grab a chair and hold on so you create a little bit more stability for that joint, or just do this on the floor. You can do this whole thing on the floor. The floor is nice and stable. Last two. We're not bending that left knee. One more time. And come all the way down. Okay. And then we'll try side two. All right. So this side could be completely different. So when you step up with your right foot, find stability. Pick up that left hip a little bit so the hips are fairly even with one another. And then flex and point the left foot. Flex and point. Nice deep breaths along the way. You do what you would like to do with your arms. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so many things can affect our balance. Sleep, hydration, there's just so many things. So don't judge yourself. One day is always different from another. And then come all the way down. And come on back up again. Stand nice and tall. Push down into the block. Little circles with the left leg. Little circles. I always try and focus on stability in the pelvis. Pushing the block away a bit. So I feel the whole right leg stabilizing. Let's go the other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come all the way back down. Come on back up again. This is the knee lift, right? It's okay. We don't have to do it in order. And then come on back up again and stand tall and knee lift. I sort of extra ground down with my right foot as I bring this left leg up. Maybe exhale up. Last 5 and 4 and 3. Last 2. One more time. Get the foot involved. And then come all the way down. Side 2. Come on up. Stand tall into your right leg. Flex as you go back. Point, go down. Flex, point. Flex, point. Nice deep breaths here. Trying to find your abdominal muscles a little bit. Relaxing your shoulders. Just breathing. Last 4. And 3. And 2. One more time. And then come all the way down. Okay, we've got our don't bend your right knee exercise. Okay, so come back up, stand tall, find something to look at. Nice and even here. Straight leg with the right leg, left hip hikes up and dips down. Up and down. So for a long time, I felt it so like crazy intensely in one of my feet. And my ankle on that side was weaker. This is such a great little series because it strengthens the ankle. It strengthens so many things all at the same time in kind of a subtle way, even though right now I definitely have things that are burning. Last 3. 2 more. One more time. And we come all the way down. Okay, another thing I love to do after that, you can use your book or your block, is just stretch out the foot a little bit for our next set of exercises. So step up with the ball of the foot onto the edge of the block. The further forward your opposite foot is, the deeper the stretch will be. The more you stand tall, the deeper the stretch will be. Take a deep breath. Find lightness in the upper body, length, crown of the head towards the ceiling, and just let that calf release a little bit. Take one more deep breath for good luck. And we'll switch to the other side. Oh yeah. So again, the further forward you step, this opposite foot, the deeper the stretch is going to be through that calf. okay? And it's super normal for you to feel one calf or one foot or whatever it is that you're feeling right now more than the other, just because by nature, it's just the way our bodies are. Take a nice deep breath. Remember to lift here. That will deepen the stretch. Give yourself one more deep inhale. And exhale. Yes. Okay, good. Now, grab your block or book and just throw it off to the side. And you should order a block, Rebecca. I'm going to send you a link so you have one, so then you think of it and you do it. I think it's a great little tool to have at home. Okay, so come on back and just stand up nice and tall. Feet about hip distance apart. And we're gonna just warm up the feet a little bit more. Toes stay directed forward. Bring your hands to your hips or someplace else as you get moving. That makes sense. And we're gonna lift the heels just a little bit and then lower right back down. Lift the heels just a little bit and lower right back down. I like hands to hips. This is another place where I really like the thumbs in towards the chest. And just kind of lifting your chest into your thumbs, which creates just a nice neutral upper spine. Often it puts the head right in place too. And let's see if we can add a nice deep breath. How about exhale, push the floor away. Inhale, lower down. Let's do 5 more. Exhale. Inhale down. Take your time on the way down. Try not to just fall down. Exhale. And inhale. As you exhale, draw the abdominals in. Exhale. And inhale. Let's do 2 more. And lower down. And one more time. Exhale, lift. And lower all the way down. Let's bring the arms out nice and wide. Reach the arms. It's a little bit of a shoulder warm up. Really feel your feet into the ground. Little circles. Okay, so the palms are facing down here. Shoulders are pulling down into your back. Make sure your head is back in line with your spine. I feel like I'm going above, behind, below, and in front of this shoulder joint. Out to the side, just to warm the whole thing up. And let's go the other way. 10, 9, really feel like you are being stretched east and west. Spread your fingers apart, reach out. Let's get the shoulders nice and warm. Last 3, 3, 2. Now we're gonna make the circles just a little bigger. Bring them forward and around back. 2, and you listen to your shoulders, okay? If you're running into some funky stuff, make it smaller. 2 more. 1 more. We reverse. Back. 2, 3. Relax your jaw. 4, 5. Last 1. And then bring the arms up in front of you. Palms face one another. Open the fingers apart. Exhale. Reach the fingers back as you open your arms wide. Slide your shoulders down, big old stretch there. Inhale, come back again. Exhale, fingers reach back. 2 more. Exhale, push the feet down, stand tall. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Palms face down. Lower the arms for just a moment. Reach to the floor. Reach through your left fingertips as you bring your right ear to your shoulder, and then other side. So reach through the right as you bring the left to the left shoulder. 1 more each way. Relax your jaw. Other side. And come on back out again. Palms are facing down. Shoulders are down. We're going to twist. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, look to the right, twist to the right. Try and keep your hips fairly still as you twist. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, come back center, fill up. And exhale, other way. Look to the left, look back past your left middle finger. Super exhale there. 1 more each way. Inhale, shoulders are down, yes. And exhale, twist to the right. And 1 more, inhale. And exhale, hips are still. Rotate through the ribs, the neck is long. And come back to the center. And bring the arms all the way down. Roll the shoulders just a bit. Okay, this is where I'm going to grab my 5 pounds. And we're going to do some movements that are squat-ish, lunge-ish, balance-ish. It's a lot of ishes. A lot of ishes, ladies. Okay, so we're gonna start with our squats. Make sure your feet are about hip distance apart. Everything is feeling kind of warm and connected. Before we move, shift your weight into your heels just a little bit. Pick up your toes, spread them apart. Open your chest, ground down through your heels and squeeze your booty. Each time you push yourself up from your squat, I want you to feel tall, strong, like a warrior type pose where you're just feeling connected from the ground up. You can put your toes back down. Bend your knees and stick your booty out. As you come forward, check out your spine. It should feel like chest out, booty out, belly in, and then come back up. And I want you to find that heels to the ground, booty squeeze feeling. Inhale, exhale. Keep going here. Super functional movement. I had one of my friends who, since the quarantine, she's been exercising a lot, and she just texted me and she said, I never can really feel my glutes. She got a Peloton, she's doing a ton of biking classes with Peloton, and I said, you really just have to like take it slow and get back into a squat. Find your squat. When you come to the top, you just have to really find your glutes by pushing your heels down and squeezing your booty, and just take your time there. Don't rush through it. A lot of those classes, the pace is really high, and you can kind of rush through, which is, you know, good for your heart rate and all this kind of stuff, but you're sometimes missing the good stuff. All right, so slow it down, find the glutes, pick up the pace after you find what you're looking for. That's what I said to her. Let's do 4 more. And come up. 3 more. Peek at your knees. They should be tracking mid-foot, like middle toe-ish. And come up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. And exhale. Now let's go about halfway down and pause. Shoulders are down. Arms are just nice and long. Knees in a little, out a little. In together. Maybe out to the weights. In, okay? Try not to fall into a rounded upper back here. I really want you to feel like you're sticking your booty out just a little bit. Last 5. Belly is in. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come back central. Heels go down, stand tall, squeeze your booty, open your chest, pull your head back. Arms back a little, come back. Back a little, okay? Each time you press your arms back, try not to do that with the shoulders, all right? You should feel a little bit like you're squeezing your shoulder blades in towards one another, pushing your feet down and feeling an energetic sense of like just lengthening up away from the ground. That's gonna help you to recruit all those muscles we woke up in our little block warm-up. 4 more. 4. And 3, and 2, and 1, and then stand tall. Turn your palms forward. Draw the abdominals in. Step your feet in a little bit. Right arm, left leg. Bicep curl, knee lift, and switch. Okay, so we did our knee lift with the block in the beginning, and that was the warm-up for this. Now we're it's a little bit more dynamic, alternating from one leg to the other, and finding your deep breaths. Each time you straighten the arm, press it back ever so slightly. The opposite arm. So left arm bends, right leg presses back just a little. 4, 4, and 3. Feel strong through your center, and keep the breath moving. 2, 2, 1, and 1, and then come on back, toes forward, palms forward, bicep curl up, go halfway down, pause, lift your chest, pull your head back, push down through your feet, feel your tush, and then weights in, weights out. Maybe inhale here, exhale, or switch it around, Actually, inhaling as you open the arms feels really nice. Let's do 5 more. And 4 more. Okay, ultimately, as long as you're taking those nice deep breaths, you're doing good. And 3. And 2. One more time. Come back to center, and then come all the way down. Soften your knees and find that sort of little mini squat feeling. Again, try not to end up in that rounded place. Neutral, booty out, chest out, arms. Up, 2, 3, 4, keep going, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hold. Come forward for 3 and back for 3. So we'll count. 1, 2, 3. Exhale to straighten those arms. Inhale. Chest is open, spine is long here. Taking your time helps you to find all of those good little muscles around the shoulders, the belly, the heels, pushing down through your heels a little bit to find the back line of the body. 4 more. And 4. And 3. Check in with your spine. And stretch the arms really long. Last 2. And reach. One more time. Inhale. And straighten the arms. Come all the way up. Roll your shoulders. Move your head around a little bit. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're going to go back to our little mini squat again. This time, soften your knees. We're just going to find a straight arm position right here. Shoulders are down. Shift your weight into your left foot. Right foot is just going to lift a little and go right back down. Shift your weight into your right foot. Left foot. Okay? Keep going here. Small little weight transfer. And then you're lifting. We practiced this in our block series in the very beginning. This is why I started with that. Pushing down through one foot as the other one leaves the ground. This is a great little strengthener for the entire pelvis. And if you're breathing, you're working the pelvic floor and the core. Last one on this side. Come back with the foot down. Come all the way up to stand. Let's move the head. And move the head. Okay? This next little part, these weights might be too heavy for me, for you, I don't know. You're going to figure it out. It's always nice to have another option on hand. Bend your knees. Little mini squat again. Okay? Neutral spine. Arms. Soften the elbows. One arm at a time. Out to the side. And come back. Other arm. Okay, so as I move through this, I try and feel the muscles underneath the shoulder blade. As much as I feel all the muscles on top. Okay? Doing one arm at a time is working the core as well, because we've got to stabilize everywhere else besides that one arm that's moving. Next, we're going to move both arms. Adjust if you need to. And come in. We're doing 5 more. And come in. Super deep breaths. And 4. And 3. And neutral spine. One more time. Come all the way up to stand. Move your head. Look right. Look left. One more each way. Look right. Look left. Let's bring the weights together on a flat end. And again, from here on out, you can always adjust if you're holding the wrong resistance weights. You should switch. Okay, so hands are just behind the head. Elbows are kind of facing forward. Let's do heels together, toes apart. Zip up your inner thighs, relax your shoulders a bit, and pull your chin in towards your throat. Arms first. Up, down, up, down. Belly is in. And down. In fact, I like exhale as you reach up. So you can kind of draw the belly muscles in a little bit more deeply each time. 5 more. 5. And 4. And 3. 2. Halfway up. Pause right here. Relax the shoulders. Little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, belly button is in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully come back overhead and bring the arms by your sides. Move your head. Release those little muscles. Heels together, toes apart. Stay there. Arms long, heels lift a little bit and lower back down. Lift a little bit and lower back down. Spread your toes apart. Use them all. See if you can feel your pinky toes, the little friend next to the pinky, the middle toe, the second toe, the big guy. And see if you can squeeze your heels together. Pull your belly in, relax your shoulders. 4 more. 4. And 3. The more you keep your heels together, if it's possible, the more you'll feel your inner thighs and your tush. Oh, geez. Last 2. Let's do 2 more. One more time. Straight up and down. Okay, for this next part, I'm going to put my weights down just for a moment. Okay, make sure you put them away so you don't trip on them. Hands behind the head is what I will suggest here. I'll give you some other options. When you bring your hands behind your head, I kind of like to just gently bring weave my fingers together and put them right behind my head. And then I like to pull my head back. Okay, very often in class I see this. Okay, but not with us. Head back. Shift your weight into your right leg. Pull your head back. Widen your elbows. Left leg is going to come out a little bit. Really push down through the right leg so the right hip is in full extension. Your left leg, let's point the foot. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. 6 more. 6, 5. Continue to use your hands to feel like you're lengthening the back of the neck. Last 2. We're going to lift and hold. We're going to add another flex of the foot and another little lift as we ever so slightly take a side crunch there and then go back down. Flex, side crunch, and go back down. Flex, lift, and go back down. 5 more. Oh, geez. Yeah, this is definitely challenging my balance. You should use a chair if you want. So many ways. You know what you can do. There's so many options. You don't need to push through something that doesn't feel right when you can just do something else. Last 1. And then come all the way down. Take a nice deep breath. And we're going to do the other side. Hands behind the head. P.S. Another option for the hands is in front of the forehead. Okay, so that's a nice option too. You can try that if you want. Shift your weight into your left leg. Pull your head back. Right leg is going to come out to the side. Lengthen. I'm going to point this foot. This side is already harder for me. So maybe you got to your easier side or your harder side. Who knows? Adjust if you need to. And lift. Standing tall. I like to end class taller than I start. That's always my goal. 4 more here. And 3. 2. This time we're going to pick up, hold, a little bit of a side crunch and down and lift and down. Super deep breaths. And down. 4 more. Pull your belly button in. 3. And 2. Whew, 1 more time. And come all the way down. I want to do a quick roll down here because it sounds like a nice idea. Arms out front, relax your shoulders, take a deep breath. Bring your chin to your chest, roll through your spine. Take your time here. You go as far as you would like to go. And just release the head, soften the knees, feel your feet in the ground. And then push down through the feet. Roll up, come back up again to stand. Awesome. Okay, we're going to grab our weights again, okay? Grab your weights. Nice to have options. I'm going to go back to my 5s. And we're going to come back to our friends, the squats, okay? Toes forward, feet hip distance. Lift and open your chest. Get yourself sturdy. Before you begin, find your glutes. Stand tall. Push through your heels. Pick up your toes just for a minute so you feel the weight really through the heels. And then put the toes back down. Inhale exhale. Each time you come up, reach the arms back a little bit and find your super lovely deep breaths. 8 more. Try to keep an eye on your knees, tracking with that middle toe. And 5, 4, find your abdominals at the top by pulling your belly button in as you exhale. 2 more. 1 more. And we're gonna go down halfway and pause. Neutral spine, right? Booty out, chest out. Shift your weight right and left. Can you get your weight into your heels, ladies? I feel the weight into the ball of the foot, and the toes are light. My toes are really, really light. Arms are long. Let's keep going. I'm slightly shifting right and slightly shifting left. Not sure if you can see that. No, arms. Bring them right by your sides. Straighten those arms. As you shift, little pulse up. As you shift, little pulse up. Stick your booty out. When you shift into your heel, you should feel the back line of the leg. 4 more. 4. 3 more. 3. 3. Shoulders pulling down into your back. 2. And 1. And 1. Woo, come all the way up. Roll your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, this next part, we're going to take one of our weights and put it down to the floor. If you can see that. Okay, so it's just on the ground. As you get moving, if that feels incredibly far away, put your weight on your yoga block or your book, okay? Bringing it up a little is really helpful. Next, measure one of your own feet and stand that far away, just about, rough estimate, okay? Feet about hip distance. I'm gonna hold on to my opposite weight with my right hand, and the arm will just be straight by my side. I'm gonna change how I'm standing so you can see what I'm doing. Left arm is gonna come straight out to the side like an airplane, okay? So let's first stand tall. Shift your weight into your heels just a little bit. Now we're gonna soften the knees just a bit and bring the right leg back. So I just stepped the right leg back. It's light. So lift it and lower it a couple times so you can feel that it's light. Now, lift the back leg, draw your abdominals in the same plane of movement. You're coming forward with your upper body as you lift your back leg. Perhaps you will tap the weight with the opposite leg, and then you will come back up and stand lovely and tall, as long as you're not already on the floor. Okay, so for me, this is another one of those exercises that I started to do when I said, Stacy, I think you really need to say to myself, Stacy, you need to strengthen your hips. It's in pain. You're a young, lovely woman. Come on, girl, let's get to it. So this is one of those ones that I found. And in the beginning, my balance wasn't as good as it is at this exact moment. And it will be different with the other leg. What I see a lot in class is lean lift. It happens at the same time. Let's do 4 more, okay? Maybe you're not full range of motion today, so that's fine. You don't have to be. Maybe you're only going a third of the way down and back up. It's still the same exercise. Last 2. Oh, geez. One more time. Super deep breaths. Last one. Uh-oh. I lost that one. I'm going to get it. And go. All right. Isn't that exciting? Right? Side 2. Let's see how the other side goes. Okay? Measure one of your own feet. You've got your weight now in the left hand. We're going to step back with the left leg. It's a straight leg back there. Right arm comes out, shoulders are down. Just for a moment, lower and lift that back leg so you have yourself standing into your right leg. We've been doing a lot of things to prepare for this. And now at the same time, shift your weight forward, tap, and come on back up again. And tap, and come up, and tap, and come up. So hip strength is absolutely vital for us as we age. Mobility in the hips is absolutely vital. And we can all work on this within our own range of motion, okay? And a lot of my clients have a lot of things in the way, but we can always find a way to do it to help ourselves. It's worth it to figure it out. Let's do 3 more. 3 and 2 more. And 1 more time. Last one. Woo! Ah, my goodness. Okay, grab that other weight. P.S. When you pick up your weight, bend your knees, stick your booty out, use your legs. That's like the right way to pick stuff up, right? You bend your knees like you're doing a squat. You push yourself back up. Okay, stand tall, feet together. I have both my weights. Bring them together. Lift your chest. Pull your head back. Up. Down. You should feel a little bit when you're bringing your weights down like you're pushing something away. Inhale and exhale. I always, after I do one leg exercises, I like to feel both my feet into the ground. I like to feel the energy up through the feet, into the legs, into the pelvis, and then those deep breaths. Sure, this is a nice little arm exercise, but it can stretch to be a whole body exercise when you just think about the whole thing. Last 4, breathe. 3 more. Feel yourself getting taller. Last 2. It's working, you guys. 1 more time. You're like, what was in her coffee? Okay, good. Bring the arms by your sides. Head, little side to side, little side to side. Super deep breath. Good. Okay, we're gonna come do some mat work, all right? I'm bringing these exact weights with me. They will stay next to my mat. The block will stay next to my mat. I always kind of never know what's going to happen, so I just like to give myself options. Nice to have a yoga block or a towel, a rolled up towel, just in case, like your hip hurts or your knees hurt on the ground. Always nice to help ourselves. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of floor work here. Come on to your back to begin, and we're going to use those weights straight away, all right? And just a fun little note, no one's going to drop their weights on their face today, so that's great. When you pick up your weights one at a time, do it and don't like be weird, roll to the side a little bit, try not to like be awkward with your hands or your shoulders and stuff like that, okay? So I'm going to start with my knees bent and my feet flat, kind of like a little bridge position, yeah. I have my weights, they're optional. Before we begin, let's do exactly what we did when we were standing. Let's lengthen the neck, let's get the shoulders in a nice position, and let's push down through the heels just a teeny bit, so you can feel the back line of the body turn on. I feel my glutes immediately, hamstrings. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I'm going to be using them. Push down through the feet. Pull down into the floor with your elbows as you lift your hips up. And just pause here for a minute. Go ahead and lengthen your neck back out. Relax your jaw. Let's take a nice deep breath right here. Feel both feet into the ground. And then exhale all the way. And we're going to keep the breath moving as we move. As you lower your hips, the arms will extend up. And as you lift your hips, the arms will come down. I want you to find a flow. Lower and reach, lift, come back. The more you can smooth this out, the more muscles you will be recruiting. Feel a sense of the knees and the feet and the inner thighs, wherever they're at right now. I want you to feel that the knees are not just swaying open as you push down with your feet, but they're almost pulling in towards one another a teeny bit. So you feel the muscles on the inner thighs as well. Last 4 here. And breathe. And 3. And 2. One more time, friends. Now put your booty down and bring your arms up. Let's bring both legs up into tabletop, and let's do feet together, knees slightly apart. Draw the low belly muscles in. If at some point you want to put your legs down, do it. Soften your elbows east and west, arms go out wide, and then they come back up. Inhale out, exhale, come on back up. Open the arms wide. 6 more. You should feel lots of abdominal stuff happening. P.S. if you don't, maybe put one leg down and then bring it back up. Move around. I always like to, if I'm not feeling what someone says that I should be feeling, I just say move things around a little bit and see what happens. Last 2 here. One more time. Hold the arms right here. I've got my elbows a little wide and the weights together over the chest. Legs, lower a little, bring them back up. I'm going to keep the shape of the legs. I'm squeezing my heels. Lower. Oh, low belly, friends. Low belly. Last 6. And 5. Super deep breaths here. 4. Try not to let your shoulders right up to your ears. 3. Last 2. One more time. Woo. Bring it all down. Let's bring it all down for just a moment. Bring it all down. My weights, I'm holding them, but they're just like, they're chilling here. I can put them all the way down. They're standing. See if you can try that. Push down into the weight and straighten your arms. Lengthen your neck and bring the legs back up into tabletop one more time. Both legs will stretch up towards the ceiling. If your legs are tight, keep a little diamond, that's okay. Otherwise, straighten the legs, squeeze the heels together, point the feet, pull your low belly in as you lower, flex the feet, come back up. Low belly again. Point, go down, exhale. If this arm position is making your back feel unsupported, you can always put your weights down and slide your hands underneath your sacrum. Neck is long. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more time. Woo! Bring your feet down. Okay, feet together, knees together. Bend your arms. Bring your arms up. No one's dropping the weights on their face still. That's so exciting. Bring the weights together. Triceps again. Pull your belly in. Bring the weights behind your head. Just tap the floor. Come on back up. Tap the floor. As you reach the weights back, pull your ribs and your belly button towards the floor. 4 more. 3 more. Take your time. Find that full arm extension each time you come up. Last 2. 1 more time. Now let's go halfway down and pause. Open your hands apart so the weights are not connected. Right arm only. Stretch up, go down, tap. Stretch up, left arm is still. Go down, tap, belly's in. And up, go down, tap. 3 more. Up, go down, tap. 2 more. Up, go down, tap. 1 more time. Up, right arm comes halfway and stays. Left arm, straight up, go back and tap. Straight up, go back and tap. Straight up and back and tap. 1 more. Now both arms without connecting the weights. Straight up, go back and tap. Straight up, go back and tap. 4 more. Reach and up. 3 more. Belly button is in, yes? Super lovely deep breaths. Reach and up. 1 more time. Reach, go back to halfway. Bring the weights together. Stay there. Legs up into tabletop. Feet together, knees apart. So you can keep your arms right here. Reach the legs away from you and then bring the elbows and the knees in towards one another. Woo! Exhale. 4 more. 4. Make any changes you need to make. You know your body. 3. 2. One more. Oh my gosh. I need to put these weights down. Put the weights down, wiggle things. Okay, we're gonna flip over. Let's flip ourselves. Careful with your weights, please. And roll over onto your bellies. Roll over onto your bellies. Let's get the weights out of the way just a little bit. When you come onto your belly, just gonna adjust a little so you can really see me. Come onto your belly so your arms are out here to the sides. Elbows are bent, palms are flat, okay? Get yourself organized with your pelvis so it just feels like you're lying flat. Rest your forehead down onto the mat. First, shrug your shoulders just a little bit, and then send them away from your ears. 2 more times, but with an inhale. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, plug them in. And again, inhale, shrug. Exhale, plug them in. One more time. Exhale, plug them in. Now keep your shoulders down. Inhale, lift your head. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Keep inhaling as you look out in front of you. Pull your hands back into the floor. Pull your belly in a little bit, and then go back down where you started. So the shoulders will stay down in that lovely position, and you will lift your head. This is the opposite of what we do with most of our day, right? Most of our day we're rounding forward. This is a really, really valuable little movement here to do very regularly. Last 4. Don't hold your breath. 4. And maybe you're not coming up quite as high at all. Maybe today it's just a couple of inches off the ground, whatever you can do. And 3. And 2. One more time. And we're gonna lower halfway down and look down at the mat. But feel a little bit like you're lifting your chest away from the mat as you lift your arms away from the mat. And then lower back down. Elbows are staying bent. You should feel the muscles around the shoulders. Draw your abdominals in just a little bit here. And breathe. Let's do 3 more. Legs are long. And 2 more. Neck is long. And 1 more time. Lift. And now bring your hands underneath your forehead. Rest down. Give me a really deep breath. With your exhale, I want you to feel like you're lifting your pelvic floor as you empty the lungs free of air, okay? Relax your head, relax your pelvis. This is a breathing exercise for your pelvic floor. As you inhale, I want you to release all of the muscles that you can. With your exhale, the only thing I want you to feel is your lungs emptying and your pelvic floor lifting, 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 lifting. If that's hard for you to locate, let me know. Send me a message. I'd love to help you. The pelvic floor is the bottom of your core. Let's do 2 more of these. So just to be clear, you're not squeezing your butt. You're not changing your bones in any way. It is a completely 100% internal feeling. And let's do 1 more of those deep inhale, exhales for good luck. Inhale, release. The release of the pelvic floor exercise is as important as the contraction. And then I want you to just release everything and take a nice deep breath. And then bring the arms by your side so your fingers are stretching back towards your toes. Last little bit here on our bellies. Inhale as you stretch the arms back. Maybe you're lifting your legs and lifting your chest. You can always dial this back a little bit if that's right for you. And then come back down. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Reach. Can you get longer from your toes to the crown of the head? Fingers to the crown of the head. Really find all that length. Lower down. 1 more time. Lift and reach, lift and reach, lift and reach, lift and reach. And let's do a little child's pose to stretch it out. Take a nice deep breath, relax your head. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of hands and knees stuff just a little bit, okay? So I want you to come to your hands and knees. This is our last little teeny bit of work. First, toes forward. Sit back on your heels. Stick your booty out just a little bit. And let's just stretch again through the feet for a moment. And then come forward. Okay, knees together. I've been on my push-up, my modified push-up kick, okay? And I actually feel maybe like it's working. Like I might be getting stronger here, but I might just be saying that because I feel like I have to, because I just almost never feel like I get stronger in push-ups, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. Okay, ready? Wide hands, long neck, elbows bend wide as you want to bring your, it's like you want to bring your chest to your thumbs. Inhale, exhale. I'm gonna do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Go halfway down, hold here, shoulders away from your ears, little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, super fun. 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and go all the way up just for a minute. Twirl your wrists, take a deep breath, think a happy thought. We're gonna do the tricep push-ups because those are everyone's favorite. Hands a little bit more narrow, fingers forward, elbows face back. Lift yourself away from the floor, and here we go. 10, 9, elbows are reaching back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Oh God, I'm so over those. Bring your thumbs behind you. Open your chest. Move your head. Think a happy thought. Oh my gosh, I feel so tall. Let's come on up to stand and take a nice deep breath. We've really just done killer work for ourselves on this beautiful day. Okay, stand tall. Let's take a nice deep breath. Inhale, reach up. Hook your thumbs, drop your chin. Little stretch. Little stretch. Come back to the center, reach both arms up. As you bring your arms down, get taller, get taller, get taller. We did it, you guys. We really did. We did the work. I hope you guys have a lovely day.